feeling no. No damn sun. But no, there is a Sorry about that, no one. Tell me if you can hear me clearly right now. All right, let's see if we can get this shit rolling, rolling the right way. Good morning, everybody. Or excuse me. Good morning, Geekdom. How we all doing? You can hear me clearly in the chat. Press a one. You in numero uno. So we can see what's that about. So we can see what that's about. What up, Malika? What up, no one? One. Okay, we all clear. Sorry, I had to listen to some music, get myself pumped up. I heard a song playing in my head ever since I woke up. I wanted to play that before I got on the road and got started to this, especially since it's a waving your red flag day. Had two red shirts days in a row. I keep telling these people, it's like, look, I'm a geek. I cannot be running around with a red shirt on. That's like bad luck. Or Star Trek fan. Star Trek fans know you do not go on the away team with the red shirt. What the hell's wrong with you? Blue, maybe that, engineers yellow or something like that. Red, you trying to get me killed. You're trying to get me killed. Just say you don't like me. So like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. Yeah, TGIF, Donnie Mac, what's good with you? I can tell you, maybe I shouldn't because the day is not over yet. been an interesting week. It has been an interesting week. Geek wise too. I've seen some news reports coming across my phone and stuff like that that I've read, and some stuff when I peeked into YouTube I saw. But yeah, damn, I don't even want to deal with some of the shit because it sounds so fucking stupid just on the thumbnail and the title. I'm like, I don't want. I'm not interested. God damn, how many weeks of this shit is it? Like, I'm sorry, that's the way I felt. Most interesting thing I saw was an Instagram post that Dr. Tiasan put up, and it was a graft, and it was a graft of what, women over 40 taking prescription medication or something like that. I was like, God damn, that makes sense. Like, I kind of thought that was it, but woo, that graft, boy, they leaving everybody else far and few behind. With the way they taking pills, Jesus. They need to put some regulations on that. Oh, look at Belinda Carr came back. What's up, Belinda? I'm gonna have to watch her video, man. That's one of them architecture videos. Told you I like Belinda. She's cute and she's smart, which always works hand in hand with me. I like both of them. She probably got a pair of glasses too. Like them looking nerdy too. And she got long black hair. Told y'all I got her tight. Got her tight. And she got some melanated skin. Got some good skin too. Healthy and shit. So I've seen some stuff happening in the news. I haven't delved completely into it, but by Sunday I will take it this weekend and get some stuff done before jumping to next week. Next week I'm back doing on-call work, so it's gonna be choppy. But the funny part is that I got a couple of movies I need to see this week. This weekend, I got a couple of movies I need to see. And I'm trying to figure out, am I going to devote one day to just going to see movies? Because that would be an interesting day. That'd be an interesting night to try to do reactions and reviews to 3 different movies. It would be. But I'm not one that backs down from the challenge. That sounds almost like fun. Like, I wonder if I could do it. I wonder if I could pull it off. And because I'm curious if I could pull it off, it's not 100% certainty. I want to try the shit. Just to see if I could. Just to see if I could. Look, it's totally right. That's how I am, man. Like, is there a question? Oh, there's a question? Probability of failure? Pretty high. Should try it just to see. Because I understand how awesome it would feel if I did do that shit and turn it out. Feel awesome. But get my confidence up. Give myself ridiculous challenges. Do a mini vacation and half work day. Yeah, see? No one understands. Like, look, dude. I'm a full grown goddamn adult, right? Gotta have them little challenges every once in a while. I have my bigger challenges I'm working on. I've been working on them all week, right? Be it work, personal life, whatever. This is just like YouTube life. Because I told you I walk between many dimensions. YouTube is another dimension of my life. My actual work, my day-to-day work, is another dimension of my life. My personal stuff is another dimension of my life. All many dimensions, parallel worlds, existing at the same time, but somewhat never coming into conflict with each other. That's what I do. Yeah, let it be a Mandalorian palate cleanser. Look, I'm gonna put that up there, no one. You know what my Mandalorian palate cleanser was this week? You know what it was this week? And I just thought about this before I started the stream. Not having to watch any bad Disney Plus, Star Wars television. That was my palate cleanser. I didn't watch TV. Till last night. Last night was the first night I really sat down and watched anything. You know what it was I watched? John Mulaney, Baby J. That's it. I watched John Mulaney on Netflix. There's a special that came out and I wanted to see it. Because I like John Mulaney, like his chick, Olivia Munn. I think she's cute as shit, and she's an actual nerd or a geek, right? Makes a good sidelock, as far as I'm concerned. They had a baby a little while ago, so he's a father now. And I follow both of them on Instagram, and it's funny to see him. But I was wondering what was going on with him because he was looking like halfway depressed or something like that. And I watched the special. The dude has good taste in suits. Color was awesome. How he cuts lines and stuff like that. But I watched the whole special, and the special was about him going to fucking rehab. I'm like, what? You went to rehab? You had a drug problem? Coke, my nigga? Oh my God, John, I didn't know that about you. But, you know, they say always about the quiet ones. Did an hour and 20-minute special about him going to rehab and having an intervention and everything else. In the last part of the comedy special, last like 20 minutes or so, he read pieces of this GQ article he did that he didn't even remember giving. And it happened 3 days before he had his drug intervention and they sent his ass to rehab. And that shit was hilarious. I'm like, damn, it's hilarious, but they gotta be the most embarrassing shit you could ever find. That was my palate cleanser for The Mandalorian. Because when I jumped in my car and got ready to leave for work and was thinking I need to do a stream today for you guys, I felt relieved. It was like, oh, I don't have to talk about The Mandalorian today. Oh, geez, thank God. I felt that sigh of relief because I didn't have to talk about watching no shitty ass show, no gyno washing, nobody trying to destroy something somebody else built. None of that shit. I know some more background information on the shit, but I didn't have to talk about it, and I was happy. I felt a sigh of relief. That's why I played that song, Riding Solo, because I feel like I dropped that baggage off last week. Now I can just float into Friday just on a good one. Like, yeah, I didn't have to stay up late this week to watch shit. I actually went to bed early, woke up real early, bright and bushy-tailed a couple of days this week. Not having to watch The Mandalorian. And hearing everybody coming out talking about how much it sucked. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it was him. Maybe it was her. Fuck the fans. Pedro Pascal jumped out of his goddamn mouth saying something stupid about the fan base again. I'm like, look, bitch ass. Shut up. Y'all really need to get a handle on talking shit about the fan base. I don't give a fuck what they actually say. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. I'm sick of these motherfuckers in these franchises who want to get up there and talk sideways out their necks about the fan base because y'all did some shit to fuck it up for them. Like they ain't got a right to complain. The same right you using to sit there and talk shit about them. Shut the fuck up. You can get another career. You know that, right? You can. You can go into another franchise, to another brand. You got another one. Go balls deep in Last of Us, motherfucker. Because at this point, I'm telling y'all, I'd rather watch Lakeith stand up there and be the Mandalorian than have to listen to your goofy ass come out your mouth talking crazy about the fan base. Every time you feel like you want to, jump on KK's side and say, oh, this fan base is fucked up. It's just a kid's show. If it was just a fucking kid's show, why don't you have a red nose on? And why is it not happening on a Saturday morning or something? Why ain't you out there singing Baby Shark or some shit like that? Asshole. Shut the fuck up. Why don't you get another career then? Go somewhere else. It's just a kid's show. Then why are you here? Why the fuck are you here? Kids show. You ain't asking no kids show money, motherfucker. That shit pissed me off. See, he just totally just took me into my scorpion. Totally got my tail up on that shit. Fuck you. I'm sick of hearing that shit. I'm really sick of hearing these not even creators, actors and fucking producers in media, in an established brand that they have just come to, talking shit about the fan base that been there longer than they've been involved in the shit. That was there when they showed up. You sound like some fucking entitled ass bitch moving into your house because she gave you a piece of pussy. Thinking, you need to change all this. You need to get all this kid shit out of here. What is these statues and stuff? Oh, you read comics? Ugh. Bitch, you can leave. You know that, right? You get the fuck out of here. This has been here long before you. And with God's grace, it'll be here long after your ass is gone. But I don't let you burn the fucking house down. Shut up. That I was a grandpappy? I don't even know if my granddaughter watched Baby Shark. To tell you the truth, I don't. I hear Baby Shark because I got enough young children around me and I walk in and out of people's houses all day listening to that shit. It sounds like the biggest bunch of gobbledygook I've ever fucking heard, dude. I'm like, they are programming these children. Is this what makes them on the spectrum? Because this is Spectrum Kid Entertainment. And I feel stupid listening to it. Baby Shark, Baby Shark, Mama Shark. That shit drives me crazy. I'm serious. That shit drives me crazy. I imagine that happening to me, having to sit there and watch that shit and just hearing that song. I imagine that would be happening to me at some black site while I'm getting waterboarded, nigga. Looking for information on somebody. Holy shit. That is a far cry from kids' television. I thought Blue's Clues was bad. Told y'all, when I first saw Blue's Clues, I was home with my daughter, and I woke up and she was watching that shit, and I woke up and saw Steve's pale face, bob cut, big eyes. So, can you say such and such? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Freaked me the hell out. Watching Blue's Clues. I had to watch it because I needed to know what the hell was going on. I was like, what the fuck is this? Is this dude high? He gotta be on drugs. Is this for kids? What is this show? What is this shit? Crazy. I thought that was bad. Until I heard that Baby Shark shit. So this don't make no sense. It's like the damn Backyardigans. What the fuck? They ain't making no good entertainment for these kids. It's just programming. I have to see this boy-faced little chick with her cut blonde hair and a fucking beanie cap on playing the guitar like she John Denver or some shit. I don't know what show that was. I'm like, what is this? What's her name? Miss Stacy some shit? I'm like, that don't look like no Miss Stacy. You ain't old enough to be here, boy. What the fuck? Watching your siblings? That one is funny. Top 40. Sound becomes background noise. Yes. Baby Shark Top 40. And I never hear another song. That might have alienated a whole bunch of people on this shit like Baby Shark. What the fuck is you listening? Dude. I told y'all, I live in this world. Okay? I live in this world. And I keep my eyes and my ears open for what's happening around me. And I end up experiencing a lot of shit. And Baby Shark stuff, I've watched kids watching that shit. They look like they having their fucking soul sucked. serious. That's what it looks like to me. Look, any good sci-fi writer can do that, and you can see a kid just, baby shark. It looks like they're being fucking programmed. For real. Like, just mesmerized. And they can't look away from it. Like, they bodies will move, but their head will be right there the whole time. Like, shit. I tried to understand it. I'm kind of a sympathetic person. I want to understand. I've tried to understand it. I don't understand that shit. Now, I recognize the longer I tried to understand that shit, the crazier I was going to make myself. So I stopped. I was able to save myself. Told y'all, I don't do drugs. That's what I think doing drugs feels like. It does. Shit creep me out. Brain is being sucked out like Batman Forever. Yes. Yes, no one. You seen the shit? You seen it? No. This is not cool. I'm like, there's something wrong with this show. And everybody plays it for their kids. And here's probably the problem with the shit that I see. These ain't even single mothers. These stay-at-home mamas. Plopping their kids down in front of that shit. They off on their cell phone, plugged into their device, while the kid is plugged into this shit. And that's all it is. It's a babysitter. Baby Shark is a babysitting tool. I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude, these kids are going to be nuts in 20 years. Look, I'm concerned, my nigga. I'm concerned. I'm not concerned enough that I've actually thought about calling my son or his girls like, hey, my little Rainbow watch Baby Shark. Does she like that shit? Y'all ever watch that? What's going on with that? I haven't had that conversation, but I'm a little concerned. This is her cohort. Okay? I know at least my son and his family, little Rainbow, a little granddaughter, she might be sitting in front of anime. Okay. Could be worse things. I think Baby Shark is one of them. That shit plays too low. That's an underhand slider, motherfucker. That is too low. Too low for the T-ball. What the fuck is you doing? Anyway, that's my side of things. Everybody plugged in and tuned out. Yeah, they're not even listening to each other. I've seen 4 people sitting in a room together. 3 of them watching Baby Shark. The other one is sitting there. No, 2 of them watching Baby Shark. The other 2, the 2 adults in the room, sitting there plugged into phones, not even paying attention to each other. That's the only reason the TV is on. The babysit them. Big ass 65-inch TV or a big wall screen. If you ever gotten to reading books and read Fahrenheit 451, big ass wall screen plugged into Baby Shark. And the adults into their phones. Nobody talking to nobody. Nobody even watching the same program. I must be the real old guy in the room that I think if it's 4 people sitting in the room together, maybe 3 of them is all watching the same shit. Maybe 3 of them. And I only say 3 because I'm a father, and depending on what's going on the show, I might like to draw. Or I'd be on my phone playing a game and going back and forth between the game and the TV. I multitask a lot. But I don't have a short attention span. Just make the most of my time. No, everybody plugged into something different. And all of it is probably just about inane. Unredeeming, I should say. So yeah, you're right, Donnie Bag. Everybody plugged into something. Real on that shit. Oh, shit, no one. That's right, you got a young daughter. And happy belated to your daughter, man. I saw that you put that in the chat last week. I'm a little late and I missed it. Happy belated to your daughter, man. I'm really happy that there are actual fathers out there kicks back against that narrative that, oh, I know men don't want to be daddies. Shut the fuck up. No, nobody wants to be a father to your trifling ass. Baby. Peeps Pig gave my daughter before an accident birthday 6 months. Programming. Perfect example of programming. Look, when I started studying like social programming, how you program stuff into kids, I started going back in my head and thinking about all the things that I learned from television, from kid shows. Like, I give you one simple, and now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Everything has a place, and just say only you can prevent. It's all there. It's in my fucking head. I'm fucking almost 50 years old. I can never forget this stuff. Never. Never forget it. It's like being able to sing the Schoolhouse Rock song. Or, yes, I'm only a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Fuck do I know that? Programming. Been doing this shit forever. Been doing this shit forever. And the scary part about it, when you get old enough and realize how you've been programmed, is that it fucking works. It works. It works like gangbusters. BGS has pointed this out many times. Prussian school system, best brainwashing tool ever devised. Kids programming must be running second. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Yeah. See, Aquatech, you know? Dude. Got a catchy beat, colorful stuff. Kids will latch onto that shit like a pit bull. They won't let it go. As long as it's in there, it's fucking in there. That's why I say as an adult, you got to be really careful of the stuff you put into your head because it ain't never coming out. It's never coming out. You are going to have to wish for a brain aneurysm or something or some retrograde amnesia to get that shit out of your mind. It is always going to be in there. Always. You're going to have to do some serious mental work, and it's a mental exercise to try to remove thoughts from your head so you don't think about them with that trigger anymore. That's some serious work, dude. That's some, Professor Xavier level work you got to do to have some mental blocks to keep you from thinking about shit like that. Everybody ain't equipped and don't got the time for that shit. No, sir. But it works. So when I see some of this other dumb shit, Baby Shark and all this stuff, that's why you got to watch the kids' television. You got to watch it to know what's going into their fucking head because you ain't getting it out once it's in there. You see, no one said his kid was speaking with a whole foreign accent for 6 months. He ain't taking that away from her. That ain't something that he don't speak a foreign language. Why'd you think I like Dora the Explorer so much? Fucking programming them kids in Spanish the whole time. So when they go to their nannies, in the Miss So-and-so, Miss Maria at their school, their preschools and shit like that, Miss Maria don't have to teach them Spanish. They already know it. They can relate. Your kid is hardwired already. You see Miss Maria and Abuela Carmen, they're already pre-programmed. What up, Toya? She said, Carson MC, what's good? This is your brain on drugs. Friends don't allow friends to drive drunk. I got one better for you. Who broke my window? Why is my servant so nervous and queasy? Aha! Some kid's ball. Who broke my window? Mr. Robinson, Mr. Robinson, what a horrible mess. Come on, man. I can't be the only one who saw this shit, okay? I cannot be the only one who saw this shit. There's no way in hell. Make me the weird geek on the island. Holy shit. But it's programming. And thankfully, I didn't get my dose of Mandalorian programming this week. Called J.G. Whitworth. Yeah, these are all commercials and shit like that. Look, there's so much psychology. This is why a lot of times people ask me, why did I get my degree in psychology, right? And there's two answers I can give. One, it was either going to be architecture or psychology, and they didn't do architecture where I went. This kind of person I am, motherfucker. Right? So I did psychology. Why? Because I was already doing that shit. You know how many free counselors I've been to people? Males, females, children, adults. Might as well get some training to get paid for that shit. Now I can stop listening to their asses. Now they feel some kind of way about me doing it for free. But one of the things was interesting was finding out how much psychology is in everything. Everything. Psychology is in your advertising. That's how advertising got to be the juggernaut that it is, by instilling psychological practices. One of them being mnemonic, to get you to remember the shit just by hearing it. One of it is visual, just by the color scheme, and get you to be enticed by it. The other way is by the word usage, by what triggers your memory, like BGS has pointed out to people before, right? When you talk to women, you use words that make them feel. Tell me what you're feeling. But if you want to invoke logic, you use logic. If you want to invoke the sense of missing out on something, limited time only. One per. You make it exclusive. You make it new. You make it shiny. All that shit was learned from psychology. They got psychologists to come in and figure out how to do this shit to sell it to more people, and that's what they gave them. The shit works. Shit works. It works just as good as Pavlov's dog hearing that goddamn bell. Motherfucker commercial come on for something that you into, your mouth will start salivating, nigga. And just wait. Sometime during the day, you'll have that shit. It works so good, it's fucking passive. All they gotta do is, boop. You don't even have to hear it. It's like a hot day today. If you saw a commercial for a fucking Coke, I bet you some point in that day you're gonna have a goddamn Coke. Even if you usually drink Pepsi. I bet money. Bet money. It's psychological priming. Your mind has already been set and opened up to receive that. That when you see this stimuli, you're supposed to react this way. Done deal. Done. Like, there's only one woman in here, so it will work very terribly. But because I know a little bit, it'll probably work on me. No, I ain't gonna do this. This is a geek stream. This ain't no PMD. I was gonna do a psychological experiment, but she'd have to be honest, which I don't think she wouldn't be honest, but y'all probably wouldn't believe it just because. Just because. But it's about saying certain words and giving something, certain visual images that will make females' bodies have a reaction. You can do it with guys too, because at that point we are the same. Males and females are the same, but their triggers are different. Triggers are completely different. And now my brain is working overtime on figuring out the right way to phrase this shit to get motherfuckers. One, what words say to get a man aroused thinking about his ex who had that good, even though I don't know her ass. And what words I can say for a woman to get her feeling kind of moist and feeling a little tingle. Feeling a little tingle tingle. And I think I know the words for the woman, but the ones for the man would be weird for y'all to hear. It would be. But yeah, just the way it is. So we've all been psychologically primed. That's why, to me, when you start looking at, you get to that mature point of understanding what went into your head as a child and what things you hold on to that were not naturally part of your family, part of your belief system that your family raised you with, and then you look at where it came from, where you got that shit from, you'll start realizing a lot of the stuff that makes up your personality came from the environment. There was a lot of stuff that was imposed on you that you were programmed. Pretty much. And you latched onto it and kept it. So when you start getting into the work of unlearning stuff that you've learned or figuring out why you know it, that's what you get into. Then you start trying to rewrite that wrong data, that wrong wiring, and like the old school telephone switchboard, you are reconnecting those wires to get that shit right. So you understand that, wow, this reaction I was going to give is a feminist emotional reaction that I was trained with since I was a kid. That's a woman thinking, and I'm not a woman. Where did I even get that idea from? Is it even something that my family or my mother does? No? And where'd that shit come from? Television. In school. 1 second, you guys. Let me roll through this. What is it about short, petite girls and beautiful smiles? Just makes you feel good. Like, damn, she is cute. With a good smile and pleasant. Why can't anybody be like that? It don't take shit. They never looked at my ID. Oh, thank you. Have a good day. I'm like, oh, goddamn, I think I might. I think I just might now. Because that made me feel that was pleasant. Holy shit. A stranger female who smiled and wished me a nice day with a smile. And you know what? I didn't even hit on her. She didn't have to know how much money I made for that shit. Oh my God. Like how Derek Jackson talks to women. What up, Swift? And no. No. How Derek Jackson talks to women Is that I wouldn't even know, but I'm assuming, right? Because I don't listen to Derek Jackson. But how I assume Derek Jackson talks to women is like a fucking pimp, or that best friend who she's sitting there crying on his shoulder. He said, "Yeah, yeah, really." And the whole time she crying on his shoulder, he holding her back and rubbing her back and slipping his other hand on her leg between her legs. Now I only say that because the one person I know, me personally, who listened to Derek Jackson is my ex Sandra, and I was pissed. Well, you listening to that motherfucker? Don't be no. And that's when I heard a piece of it because she mentioned something about what the fuck he said. I'm like, oh hell no! Why the hell are you listening to him? You a Latina? That's a whole black dude. You got a whole black dude right in your face. You ain't listening to me like that. The fuck? No, it sounds like some bullshit. I know pimp speak when I hear it. Come on, man. I grew up in the era where we're supposed to be pimps and players with ladies. We had to actually go out and, press the flesh and talk to women face to face. Whenever, wherever. Like you see him somewhere like a bag of geese flying, you got to pull out the shotgun and try to catch you a few. Oh, there they go. Ow, ow. Hey, girl, what's up? What's happening? How are you? What's going on? Yeah, artisan. Yeah, you look nice. Well, no. Stop. I couldn't go past you and not come back and say something. Come on. Couldn't do that. That was my generation. That's what Derek Jackson sounded like. Like, shit, talking about running beta game. No, yeah. He did that to you? Yeah, I'd never do that to you. Yeah, just bend over. Yeah, nah, man. He should be doing more. He should be doing more. He should be listening to you. Yeah, he should be listening to me. Yeah, he should be listening to me. No, you deserve better. You deserve better. That's what he sounded like to me. From that brief bit that I heard of him when my ex was listening to his ass. I'm like, oh hell no. This nigga on some bullshit. Y'all listen to this shit. This is the problem. This is the problem with some of you women. The motherfuckers you listening to is like the wrong people. Like the chick that you trying to see will listen to her single black friend that ain't got a working relationship tell her how to deal with men. Or her younger girlfriend that's 10 or 20 years younger than her tell her how she should be dating somebody grown that she's never dated before. Look, I don't want financial advice from somebody who can't make $1 million. Why would I? Why would I take real estate advice from somebody who's never bought a house or bought a piece of property? Why would I take business advice from somebody who's never owned a business and would never start one? Why would I listen to somebody tell me how to build some shit that ain't never been a goddamn carpenter? See, a lot of things take expertise to do. And your expertise comes from being able to prove concept in your work. It comes from you being able to prove it. Why the fuck would I listen to somebody who couldn't prove a goddamn thing they're saying? I can't see the results for myself. I can't see the results in their fucking life. Now, it might not translate to everything. It might not translate to everything. But I can tell you this. And I remember somebody brought this up to Kevin before as a slight against him. It's like, why would he be here talking to women about relationships when he's been divorced twice? Is that because, and my thinking was, well, because he's actually been married twice and been divorced. So he would probably be able to tell you how marriages fail. But your bitch ass, who's never been married, never had a long relationship longer than 6 months to a year. So you got 15, you know, failed relationships and 3 baby daddies or two. Couldn't tell anybody how to do shit. You can't tell them how not to use a condom. You can't, because you can't get further enough off the carousel. You obviously can't get nobody to marry your bitch ass. Not once. So you don't know how to get to the promised land. You have no path to it. But I would believe somebody who's been there twice and failed, because at least being there twice and failing, it wasn't an accident they got there the second time. They knew where the fuck they was going. But different strokes, different folks, it don't always end the same way. It don't. It doesn't. Yeah, responsible code switching. Yeah. Aquatechie, that's a better analogy. I should have said like the dog from Duck Hunt. For my generation, that'd be work. Pulled out the zapper, man. Pow, pow. I should have used that one. Been out there like the dog from Duck Hunt. Yeah, bag my two. I don't know about you. That was the fun part about being a fucking teenager, dude. Just going out and getting phone numbers. Like it's warm here right now. What is it? 60 degrees? It's probably gonna be 90 today. Days like this, it just started getting hot. Girls is out showing legs, got shorts on and shit like that. Especially in this generation where women really take some decent care of themselves, they can. Yeah, we'd be out at the water park. We'd be out at um, Great America or something like that, Marine World, and there would be chicks out there, and all we'd be doing was looking at chicks that we found cute and hollering, trying to get phone numbers, trying to talk to these chicks and get phone numbers. It don't matter if they from way out where we are. Don't fucking matter. We'll figure out how to get out there. Don't matter. That was the whole game. Remember when the first time we went to Santa Cruz? We went to Santa Cruz on a summer camp trip. Took a bus, bunch of kids from Richmond, all the way down to Santa Cruz. We got off that bus. All we was doing on that boardwalk was hollering at chicks. They could have been from Santa Cruz. They could have been from somewhere else. I remember I hollered at this chick, and she said she was from Oceanside. I didn't even know where the fuck Oceanside was. Oceanside, when I looked at it on the map, because I'm literate like that, Oceanside was down there past, I think, Monterey. So she is from a rich area. She was just up in Sacramento that day. But I hollered at her and her friend with me and my homeboy. He got a number, I got a number. We was trying to figure out how to get the fuck down there. We talked for a while. We talked for like a month or so. But we was teenagers. We didn't have a car yet. That's all we did. And yeah, the mall was like, dude, look, the mall in your city as a preteen, teenage boy, that's supposed to be like your Cheers. That's supposed to be your Cheers. Because before you can go to bars, that is your bar. You can go there, you can hang out. Maybe some of you work in the damn mall. Maybe your homeboy work in the mall. Girlfriend, somebody you went to go to school with, maybe somebody work in the mall. You hang out at the mall, and every week at the mall, you just working on your game. That's it. Hilltop Mall was good for that shit. If you were from Richmond, you know where Hilltop Mall is. Hilltop Mall was good for that shit. That's what we did. And I tell you, we make our fucking rounds. I tell you my round. Me and my homeboy, Sleep, Donald, all from Richmond. Where do we go? You come in through what used to be the J.C. Penney side. Come in through that side. We make our loop. We go past Foot Locker. We go past Sports Affair. when they put Fredericks of Hollywood or some bullshit in there, we go by there, see what chicks was in there. In front of Sears, we go down there to that Mrs. Fields, get some of them goddamn cookies and shit. Go down to the other end, go in Macy's, check out the colognes and shit like that. Come out of Macy's, and then we sitting up at the top by the circle, chilling, just looking for what I spy with my little eye. Like, bam, got to, nigga. Let's get on. Because they had the dollar shows down to the other end by the movies. That's what was going to happen. You go over there and chop it up with them. Maybe you get some Chinese food, maybe some Taco Bell or something like that. Man, you want to catch a movie? You go in here and catch this movie. Nigga, it was on. It's just what it was. And that was fun. Nobody was out there talking about, oh, they're objectifying me. No. The chick's dressed up to be talked to. Simpler time. Simpler time. What Toya saying, I missed them all. Shit, I don't go to the mall ever. I go in that motherfucker like, dude, I'm coming to fix something. I go in, I get the fuck out. Go in and get the fuck out. I spend no time in that bitch. None. And now, fucking Hilltop is basically a shoe store because every fucking place sells tennis shoes and the same shit. And I feel old being in there. I feel old as fuck being in there. But it's been a central part of my life growing up in Richmond for so long. Told y'all just the other day. That's why I saw all the Star Wars movies, because they had a movie theater there. That's why I learned how to ice skate, because they used to have an ice skating rink in there way back in the day. What else happened there? That's why I bought my first pair of King Griffey's. That was the last pair of over $100-something shoes I bought there. They had a electronics boutique in there. I bought a girl a fucking necklace in there the first time. That's why I opened my first jewelry account. Nigga. I met a lot of chicks in there. One I'm thinking about right now, Jessica asked. Nice. Never fucked her, but she is pretty as hell. She is pretty as fucking hell. And she stayed off in some Terra Hills. If you know the Richmond area, you know where Terra Hills is. That's supposed to be like white trash area. It's supposed to be white trash area. And her parents didn't give a fuck about nobody being over that house. That's when I figured out what homeboys I needed to stop fucking with. Because she was fine. And she wasn't interested in talking to the motherfucker. She was interested in me. And I went back and popped at her. And another night, the motherfuckers was over that house with her and her girlfriends. And they didn't call me. They didn't call me to be over there. So nigga, you over there at the chick I'm fucking with's house. And you didn't call me to go with y'all? Because one of the niggas in my crew was trying to salt me up behind the scenes. He was trying to fuck that bitch. He was. He didn't want the competition. I was like, can't fuck with you no more. And that was the day I stopped, letting dudes know who I was fucking with. That was the day. Because you can't let everybody know that shit. You can't. Look at Malika talking about electronic boutique. That's a throwback. Nigga, that's all I am. I'm a throwback to a simpler time when shit kind of made sense. When women wanted to be talked to by men, and men would talk to women. It wasn't seen as some strange fucking thing like, oh, this motherfucker. Ooh. Oh my God, he's gonna come up here and talk to me. Oh my goodness. I just want to be left alone and let my whole vaginal area just shrivel up like a goddamn prune. And the dudes was going into KB Toys to buy blow up dolls instead of talking to fucking women. I wasn't born in that generation. Gotta get back to that song. But anyway, I'm here at work. I'm waxing nostalgic, but it was good for me. Um, yeah, it was fun. Gave me some good memories. I remember Jessica. Jessica was pretty as fuck, dude. I wonder where the hell she is now. Not that I'm looking for her to be trying to fuck with her. I'm just wondering what she turned out as. Like I'm science minded like that. I always look to see where things grow, where they grow from. And Aquatechi, I did forget that. Hilltop Mall, right below Sports Affair, was the other stop, which was Suncoast Video back in the day. So I went and got some of my anime. So I got the right stuff catalog. So I could start ordering my shit like the overfeed, you know, with the mosaics on the shit, like, hey, fucking in a cartoon. Holy shit. That's what, Suncoast was right below Sports Affair. Sports Affair, I bought a lot of shit because Sports Affair will sell you, like if y'all remember the puffy starter coats, they'll sell you a plain one. You can buy one without, the Raiders or the 49ers shit on it, the same colors. But you can buy it without the things on it. You can put whatever the fuck you want on it. So that's what I did. That's why you see I'll do that shit nowadays still. I'll still buy stuff plain. Because I'm not the one that was into all the labels and shit. Put what I want to on it. Because that's my artistic mind. I want to make it mine. So, but yeah, Suncoast and Sam Goody, yeah, they got some money from me. They got money from me. Because I bought hella music. I bought hella music. Still got hella music. Probably why I like it. But anyway, let me get out of here. I gotta get on in here. It's the last day of the Big Wig Dog and Pony Show. So I need to get in here and get this shit done. It's gonna be hot as fuck today too. And I had a whole pool party in my clothes yesterday, sweating. So I'm fresh today and oiled up. Not that way. Moistened. So my melanated blackness can be all non-ashy, which means I'm really gonna be baked. It's gonna be like fucking rotisserie in this bitch. So let me go ahead and get this day over with because I got a lot of stuff to do this weekend. And the sooner I get started with enjoying myself today and tomorrow, the bigger the smile I'll have come Sunday. Ninja Scroll, that's Sam Goody. Yep. That's where I got Ninja Scroll from. Was it Sam Goody? Or was it Suncoast? I think it was Suncoast. Because at that time I was getting a lot of Manga Studios stuff. And I was getting it from Suncoast because they had it. But thank you guys for coming through. Hand pink waving, pink hand waving. Is that like a vagina waving? I wish a vagina was waving in my direction. Kind of single right now. Ready to mingle. Sort of. But peace, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy your Friday. We got Guardians of the Galaxy. Should be this week. Is it this week or is it next week? I think it's this week. It's the 28th. You got Return of the Jedi in theaters today. If you look for it, Return of the Jedi came back to the theaters today. I'm trying to go see Return of the Jedi tonight, hopefully in IMAX. I gotta go see that shit in IMAX just so I can kick my feet like a little kid, like and enjoy that shit. Some good Star Wars. I really am going to go see that shit tonight. I don't give a fuck. Solo, whatever. It don't fucking matter. I'm going to see that shit tonight. And then this weekend, I will see The Covenant because I want to see that with Jake Gyllenhaal. I want to see some people with machine guns, dusty places, talking different languages and shooting people. I do want to see that because I got disappointed with The Mandalorian. So I need to see that. But like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. $ Artisan MC, PayPal Artisan MC. And yeah, that's it. You know what the super chat does. It goes to YouTube. Cash App goes to the content creator. And if you enjoyed the content, you should definitely support it. Thank y'all for showing up, and I will see you the next time a Geek Speaks. Peace.
Conjunction junction, what's your function?